Hello everyone and welcome back to Civ 6, where things are getting tough because we found some pretty tough opponents, not necessarily militarily wise, but economically, diplomatically and scientifically. Specifically Wilhelmina, Pachacuti and John Curtin. Now John Curtin doesn't really look like he should be beating Wilhelmina and Pachacuti, but if we go to the world rankings here, he only needs 6 more points to get a diplomatic victory. And if he is building the Statue of Liberty, which I don't know if he is, then we're in real trouble. There's also an aid request going on, which we have absolutely no chance of winning. Because we need to give money to Gitaja, but we're not going to be able to get that much to beat John Curtin, I don't think. Our gold production is not as high as it perhaps could be, unfortunately. But we can't afford him to get 2 diplomatic victory points. I actually want Pericles to win, which is something I thought I'd never say. But I need Pericles to win that more than anything else. Because there's no way I can really get enough money. Maybe off Gitaja herself. How much would you give me for something like mercury and aluminium? Because I'm willing to spend a lot of money and resources to ensure that John Curtin does not get what he needs to. But I want one-off deals, really. Would you do 800? You wouldn't do 800, you might do 750, however. We'll do 750, there you go. It's a lot of money, but I'm hoping it'll be worth it. Pachacuti, you've got some gold I can sell, but you've also got stuff like niter and so forth. I've got to find some way of defeating John Curtin. I don't really have anything I can say. What do you give me for open borders? 12 gold. It's 12 more gold than I would have had beforehand. That's fine. I'm trying to find things that I can sell, which other people don't have. Oh my goodness, Julius Caesar's already got oil. I don't necessarily mind who gets the thing, as long as that person isn't John Curtin. That's a lot of luxury resources you've got there, Wilhelmina. Goodness me. Right, that's all we can probably sell at the moment. 1127. Still not going to be enough. We'll have to see how Pericles does against John Curtin over the next few turns. And we'll see if we can get ourselves ready. Bibrax is making good progress on its sanctuary, making the Pantanal even better. This naturalist is on its way up here, although we do need to buy a few more tiles. Let's just check the appeal quickly. Okay, so we can get at least one more. We can get at least one more done up here, and then maybe another national park over there. So I'm going to spend some of the money I just bought on that coal. It's pretty expensive to do so. But it does mean I can get down another national park, which will also help with many other things as well. And I'm also going to buy a builder. So it's a lot of money spent, because I don't think we're going to beat John Curtin. So I'd rather use it for something else instead. Now, we are in a race for... What was it? It was for Broadway, wasn't it? We're building Broadway in Samurai Breva in 11 turns. Can we find out where the Dutch are building Broadway? I need to work out what it looks like, actually. Well, the pattern of it is. It's going to be this one here. Okay, we'll have to see how theirs is getting along. There's a lot of Dutch cities, so I don't know if we're going to be able to find it. Just having a quick gander around, see if I can see it at the moment, which I don't think I can. Oh, they've also got silk industry as well, I guess some extra culture. We haven't really been able to get many industries, to be honest, because we've been struggling with our tech this entire game. Someone has built the Great Zimbabwe, finally. Only took people about half a century to do so. Right, over here, let's get this national park down first, because that will help with our tourism. And another 3 euro score, which is good. So Duro Corteron here is just going to be pretty much full of national parks. If I go here, I want to see if I can build a seaside resort. So this would be our big tourism city. It's my hope anyway. You guys can build me a gold, you can build a plantation there. I've now got coffee. Where's my other coffee, by the way? If I go to cities, resources, where is my coffee? And I've got, okay, so one in Noviodunum and one in Ratumakos. And I can't remember exactly what the benefits are. There's 60 culture there, 38 there, so we'd probably be better off building in Noviodunum itself. We'll have to see. But that'll be an industry we can build, which is good. Right, where is? Are you building here in Amsterdam? No, Amsterdam. You're building a spaceport, which is also mildly worrying. We could try chop out Broadway with some of our stone, but it does mean we're sacrificing production later down the line. So I have to see. It's mildly concerning that the Netherlands are building a spaceport for sure. Is anyone else on the way to science yet? Not yet, but it does make sense that Wilhelmina is at 391. Oh boy. Right. How are we doing for the Age of Crest? I wish I could incentivize Pericles to try to take that over. The problem is that John Clinton also has a lot of diplomatic favour. So the next World Congress he might be able to win. So we really need to find a way to stop John Curtin, otherwise he's going to end up winning. And we don't want that to happen. Okay, Pericles doesn't like us. When does he ever? France has cleared land for the Christo Redentor. That's not a problem. It's not great, but I don't mind France getting it, to be perfectly honest with you.
And first Hephaestus makes a great and massive shield. And he forged on the shield 2 noble cities.
Okay, so over here at Tavanna, let's get a lumber mill down. Over here at this wonderful place, we can put down. I think we need probably better appeal here. Why can't we put down a seaside resort? Interesting. I'll put down a mine because it's additional culture. You can build me. You can't actually build it here because there's already an industry here. Which industry is here? Well, some form of industry. So we have to go over and build this coffee development in Ratumakos, which is a little bit of a way. So I'm actually tempted to move this builder over to that coffee. He can do it there. This builder here, I'm going to send up to Samarabriva, and we might well cut out or chop something to hopefully have a chance at earning Broadway. I mean, we could get Christo Redentor in only 16 turns. I know France has just started it. Tourism outfit from relics in holy cities is not diminished by the civilizations who have researched the Enlightenment. 100% tourism for seaside resorts crystal civilization. You know what? We will give it a go. As well, because with Apadana that will give us some other benefits. So, you know what? Give it a go. We may not get it, but it may not be better than... Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for sure. You guys build a granary because you need more housing. Right, where is Broadway? Where are you building it? Got Oxford University as well. No wonder you're doing so well in terms of science. Oh, yes, well done, Pericles. Well done. Excellent. I don't mind if Pericles gets the points. But the spaceport is also worrying, for sure. We need to save up any diplomatic favour now to try deal with John Curtin. Because otherwise we are going to really struggle. How are we doing in terms of... we're doing okay in terms of tourism. We're not quite the tourist powerhouse that I'd like to be just yet, for sure. But we're doing okay. We're starting to get somewhere.
Preparing for war.
Still a long way to go.
Ruled by force speak most copious.
Okay, so we can now... we've got a listening post here, so we're going to give it a go. I'm going to try steal a statue from the Acropolis in Olympia. Or Olympa, I should say, possibly. Don't think it'll be overly successful, but we'll give it a go nonetheless. What do we want to build here? Noviodunum needs housing, so a neighbourhood wouldn't be too bad. We'll just put it here, because at the moment that's a kind of useless tile we're not really using much else for. Here in Ratumakos, we could go for a power plant, coal, but we're still powered, so that's not a problem. We're doing okay for housing. Canal wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, just to open up this spot between this part of the sea and that bit up towards Rome. So yeah, build a canal there. Just get everything somewhat connected. Wouldn't be a bad thing for sure. You build me a farm there. Governors, right. Who's best to deal with stuff like tourism? There's not a huge thing that I can see, to be honest. We'll go for Amani. And we'll go for affluence, I think. Noviodunum needs more housing, but we're fixing that. That's not necessarily a problem. And soon we'll get economics done, which will be useful. I am intrigued to see why I can't build any seaside resorts over this way. We'll have to see what the reason for that is. I'm actually going to buy another builder here at Duracor Torrent because I think that will be our main tourism area. I think I change the name of this every single time I say it. Obviously it's a little bit of a late city, but it's going to be one of our best tourism cities going forward. And then we start working on stuff like rock bands, which is still a long way off. A long, long way off. Okay, we can get another great person, which is good. Somehow Pachacuti and Wilhelmina have pushed ahead of us in the civics tree, despite the fact we have more tourism or more culture, so that's annoying. But we're just going to have to keep going with this, actually. Who have we claimed? We've claimed Mary Leakey. I have no artifacts. That's really unfortunate, actually. Gain 350 science for every artifact in this city. We have no artifacts, so we're going to have to pass. There's literally no point taking her. That's not the great person I thought we were going to take. And now to get Carl Sagan is going to be a lot longer. We possibly could have taken her just for the bonuses in terms of... Oh, that might be a mistake actually. Oh well. Not a huge amount we can do about that now, unfortunately. How do we do for Great Engineer? Because this... We're going to put this Great Engineer down here in the Recorton to kind of help things along a little bit. You go over here to this fish. Or actually some whales and get that started. Okay, yeah. So the Netherlands and Meridiki. To be expected. But it just literally, it really didn't feel worth it because we have no artifacts. 2 turns for Jang Seong Yup. So we will get some more great art in, which will be good. Edelcrest, I really hope someone else has one. And we've met Mansa Musa.
أنا رجل غني جدا جدا تشرفت بلقائكم.
Hello Mansa Musa, you are good with money, I know you are. Oh my god, you're even further ahead in terms of score. Here, embassy. We'll see if we can do anything else apart from an embassy. Why can't you build a seaside resort? Maybe because you're not by the sea? Not entirely sure why that's the case, but it's fine. You can come up here and build an industry. I'll get some additional culture in Makos, which is good. Here at Tavanna. We still don't have a theatre square, but we need 13 more. We need another population for that. I'm trying to think of ways we can boost things as best we can. None of our military is very useful. How are we doing in the World Fair? We're doing okay, at least John Curtin isn't winning the World Fair. But I reckon we start working on some form of melee troop, although all our troops are going medieval. Go for industrial zone logistics, I think. Still a little confused about why we can't build... Is it because they're in Tundra? Can we not build them in Tundra? Is that the problem is? Because that's really the only seaside we have is by Tundra. So that could prove problematic, but we'll have to see how this goes. And thankfully Pericles wins that. Not us, or basically not John Curtin is the main thing. World Fair for Great People Points. Actually, we may win. If we put everyone onto oppidums, we can work in our favour. So that might work well. Pingala's no longer sent out to Atuka. Someone's got rid of Pingala. That's extremely infuriating. I have to find a way to deal with him. Pericles wins that, which is good. We need to put Pingala... 7 more turns for Pingala to come back. Goodness me. Okay, who can we claim? We can claim this great artist. Wonderful. We're going to transfer him over to Ratu Makos, and then next turn he can put those down. Here in Novia Dunham, could get a canal to the open sea, but not that far down, unfortunately. That's not all that helpful. Possibly could have got another city down here. That might have worked a little bit better. Take a bank. You guys, what can you usefully do for me? You can come up here and build some more fisheries, which is not a terrible idea. Still need to find out where they're building. Where they're building Broadway. 5 turns for Broadway, we may lose it, which would be really unfortunate if we did. But it may be inevitable, we'll have to see. Okay, let's have a look at our great people now. 5 turns to get Alvar. I could buy him now, but it's not really a worthwhile endeavour, I would say. Goodness me, great merchants already into the Atomic Era. But that makes sense, I suppose. Mali at 57.4 great merchant points. Yeah, I think probably Mali's got that locked down. Mansa Musa. Please, Rome, I don't have the ability to fight a war. I don't mind the religious wars happening, because I'm not going for religion. But we do need to get our ideology boosted up now. We need to keep working on our culture. Australia switched to monarchy, that's okay. You need to come over here and produce some wonderful great works for me. Here at this spot here, we go for an oppidum. Honestly, we might be better off going for a theatre square. No, let's go for the oppidum, why not? Actually, maybe not. Oh, we can put one up here, that's not a problem. Who's giving us the most money for this trade route? Mogadishu or Brussels? That's a long way around Brussels. And isn't necessarily safe. Mogadishu is pretty much the same, but weirdly is more money. So we'll send him down there. I'm going to be very frustrated if we lose Broadway. Okay, they built the spaceport. Does that mean they've started... Oh yeah, Wilhelmina's already built space. Wilhelmina's making good progress towards science. Goodness me. We are with some strong opponents here for sure. Build me a fishery. You guys keep searching. That's Broadway there. At Eindhoven. Ooh. Okay, let's go have a look at our Broadway. You know what? I think we got it. That looks a lot more full in terms of the buildings there than yours does. I think we'll beat you to Broadway. Excellent. Not by much, mind, but enough, hopefully. Okay, Pachuti wants to build an embassy in the capital. What did John... Okay. John Curtin just built the Golden Gate Bridge. That's fine. That scared me for a second. If John Curtin was about to build, say, the Statue of Liberty, then we were going to have problems. Real problems.
Economics is a subject that does
Okay.
not greatly respect
Corporations. Let's see if we can actually get a corporation down anywhere. Probably not. You're going to go steal a tech boost if you can instead. Right. Science. Man, Pachacuti will mean it running away with this. Do we start going towards the Manhattan Project? I think it's a big old time to get there, to be honest. No, let's go for computers. That's 25% tourism across the Empire. That also allows us to build a dam, a seaport, submarine. I think that's a good starting point. Okay, we've got a landscape there. Excellent. Excellent. We might need to move some things around from Ratumakos. For now, you're going to go into the Hermitage, I would say. We will move things around in due course. That's another landscape, actually. So if that goes there, that's 2. Then we just need to get one more. One more landscape from someone. Who's big on culture? But I don't want to really give any benefits to. Do you have any? No, you don't. Does anyone have any landscapes to me that I don't consider an important rival? You're all portraits, so no. Eleanor, do you have any for me? No, but you do have Ode to Joy, one of my favourite songs or pieces of music of all time. It's a wonderful piece. View of Toledo, that will do. I can give you coffee, sir. I can give you coffee in Wales. No, you're not going to do anything with the Wales. I'll do that purely just to ensure we can get the theming done here. So it's additional culture and tourism, which of course is very important, but it does mean we're going to need to move this great artist over to Adawatuka. So we'll move on to Ratumakos and we should be able to transfer next turn. To Havana, I still can't believe we haven't got a theatre district down for you yet. Just keep on going with your benefits there. Ooh. Do we want to try to get Tolstoy quickly? I'm going to buy him, just so we get him, no one else does. But we're rapidly running out of spaces to put all these great works. We've got a lot of musician spots, but not much else. Ratumakos can take some writing. That's fine. You can go to Ratumakos. That's not a problem. Production in Bibrax. We need to probably get a theatre square down. Just pop it down there. That's not a problem. I'm happy that we're going to beat the Dutch to Broadway because they're working hard on it. It's going to be wasted production for them. Roma's earned Mark Twain. I'm quite happy to get stuff like War and Peace, that's not a problem. Someone's built the Panama Canal, Mansa Musa, that makes sense. Mansa Musa was the first of us to actually get over 1,000 points. I want to say we're leading in culture, but we're physically leading culture, but not much else. We've got a canal district down in Ratumakos, which is useful.
Ideas lead to ideology. Lead to policies that lead to actions.
5-year plan, I'm intrigued to see how much that will give us in terms of production. So let me have a look. Where's the 5-year plan? 32 production, we'll take it. In terms of military thing that we want to go for. There's not a huge amount of good things here. Because we don't have coal. So what we'll take the coal here just to keep on producing a bit more coal quicker. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. We've started to get some broadcast centres down everywhere. So I'm going to switch out to symphonies, I think. See if that works in our favour. I really hope that works in our favour, so we can really push for great musicians now, because we're probably a little way off getting another great artist, even though we should be in first place for that. But I think we can start pushing towards some great musicians. Novia Dunham, you can go for a stock exchange, because we may well think about an industry at some point. Ratumakos, I feel like we had something important we needed to do here. Just go for a Theatre Square Festival. I want to get to... Why did I want to get to communism? Patrick, Wilhelmina, and Samusa have pushed ahead of us. It's unfortunate. It might have been for 0.6 production per citizen with governors, because the others didn't feel that useful. Shopping mall would be good as well. But I feel like we've got to go for Cold War after we've gone for class struggle. And then we'll come back for other things. I think that's the best option we have, really. You build a farm there. You can just explore more down this way. We've pretty much guaranteed Broadway as long as they don't kind of build on top. World Fair, we're not doing all too hot. We might be able to sneak into bronze if we're lucky. Okay, what do you want from me, Caesar? You give me a lot of money. I'll happily remove 4 seasons. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. I'll sell you your prisoner back for however much money that is. We'll sell you your spy back, that's fine. Rome is trying to settle somewhere new. I'm not sure they're going to find a huge amount of space at this point. I need to also have a look at the science victories, because... Okay, Wilhelmina hasn't launched an Earth satellite yet. Pachacuti is getting there. We're now in 3rd place for culture, or for a tourism win. Mansa Musa. I have to deal with you one way or another. Actually, let me get back to the culture thing for a second. So what's providing us tourism the most? Probably the wonders. Yeah, Padana. I mean, these are just visiting tourists, not necessarily all the tourists going forward. Who can we claim? We can claim Alvar Alto. Wonderful. Let's recruit you. Who's the next person to come in? Robert Goddard. So he's towards space races. I think the Incas are going to get that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, some people are now finally starting to understand that it's quite useful to get some great engineers down. So I don't think we'll get Robert Goddard, but we don't really need him anyway. But I'm not thrilled about Pachacuti getting that, given he is actively working on a science race. Not ideal. Right, you're going to transfer over to Adwatuka. We can't do that. Okay. We've got way too many great people. You're going to come over to here. You are going to transfer over to Adwatuka. And this great writer, Leo Tolstoy, is going to come over here and he's going to create War and Peace for me.
Pierre was right when he said that one must believe in the possibility of happiness in order to be happy. And I now believe in it. Let the dead bury the dead. But while I'm alive, I must live and be happy.
Wonderful. Bit more tourism, bit more culture. We're definitely running out of slots for our great works, though. Some of this art museum, some of these Rembrandts can probably be moved around, so we can try theme things a little bit. Because these are all by Rembrandt, so there's no real need for them to be here. So they're going to move into the Hermitage. One way or another. We'll get some portraits. by non-Rembrandt people. What are you going to produce to me? We'll wait a turn and see what he's going to produce. What can you do? You can build a mine there, I suppose. You come here and build a farm just so our farmland just gets even stronger, thanks to feudalism. World Fair we're doing okay on. I don't think we're going to win that, but we're doing okay. Isn't he just built a seaport in Machapahit? That's fine. If we get the Cristo Redentor, that'd be good, just to get general tourism up across the Empire. Because once we end up building seaside resorts, that'd be pretty useful. No, speaking of that, who just built it? Mansa Musa.
There's no business like show business.
So we managed to steal Broadway from the Dutch, but Mansa Musa stole the Cristo Redentor from us. The Cristo Redentor wasn't like a need, it was just, it would have been a nice to have, I think. But that's okay. How are we doing for housing in Adultuk? We could probably do with a little bit more in the neighbourhood down where Cristo Redentor was supposed to go. That's fine. Summer Breather, I think you should probably work on a... We have no wonders to build at the moment, do we? No. Build me a broadcast centre. It'll only take you 3 turns. Here at Tavanna. Just keep on going with the industrial zone logistics, to be honest. It's quite useful. Tolstoy, you can give me this other great work.
All the girls in the world were divided into 2 classes. One class included all the girls in the world except her, and they had all the usual human feelings and were very ordinary girls, while the other class, herself alone, had no weaknesses and was superior to all humanity.
Okay, so more great works, of course, is going to help with our tourism. Just trying to think. This can probably... Actually, I mean, there's plenty of places we can now put things. Broadway, we can put a few things. We'll have to see. I'm going to move this over to Summer Breather. Just as a few... Because there's a few more slots we can put things. And the Epadano is useful because it can be used for anything. We are running out of space quite quickly. You are going to activate your effect, so give me appeal here. You're going to build a mine. You are going to go over to the Hermitage, and you're going to create me another landscape. Wonderful. This time Rooster. So the Hermitage is now full. So that's a portrait, a landscape. We've got lots of different ones, unfortunately. We do have another broadcast centre at Ratimakos, we can put things in. Right, can we get any portraits which aren't from Rembrandt? Mansa Musa, I don't really want to give you any benefits. You have a lot of luxuries, goodness me. Doing some of the harder ones to get, like toys. But you do have this thing here. I don't want to give you that much money. You are already swimming in money. So I don't really want to buy it from you, to be honest. Or Pachacuti, or Wilhelmina, for that very matter. Or John Curtin. Pretty much any of the strong chappies. I wouldn't mind the grass cutting sword. It's a lot of money for a grass cutting sword. Is there nothing else I can give you instead that you prefer? Maybe not. Pericles, you have stuff normally. Writings, sculpture by Donatello. Get this portrait, I suppose. How much for Philip of Spain? It's a lot. Yeah, have some whales. I've got plenty of whales. Have some whales and have some... You can have open borders as well. There's no point only buying one, to be honest, so that's fine. You come up here and you can plant some woods. It'll make you slightly more important as a city. Okay. Romans switch to fascism. How are we doing for culture now? Still third place. It's a long way to get. There's a lot of tourists to get there. Goodness me. Yeah, we need to really whack up our tourism if we can. I mean, we're doing okay, but the fact that Pachacuti is ahead of us is a problem. I mean, we're producing a lot more tourism than everyone else combined. Well, not everyone else combined, but we are.
But it's my class, the rich class.
We are doing a lot to really work on that. Right, let's take communism just for the extra production, and it's additional science as well. So we take communism, which is wonderful. Well, that gives us a few more kind of useless slots. That's the only thing. But it does give us more science and more production, which is important. What can we do that's actually useful for us? We'll take this, the extra production. Industrial era earlier, that's not very useful. We'll take military research. We're not going to use it yet, but we may do it in future. And honestly, we'll take levy en masse. Got one extra economy slot to use for something. I'd like something which keeps on helping with our tourism or culture, so we'll take aesthetics. Yeah, we'll go with that, that's fine. But just looking at our tourism, we have we've got a lot more tourism than others. I'm guessing domestic tourists we have a lot less of, perhaps, which is perhaps where the problem inherently lies, I'm not sure. Right, we're going to go for Cold War. If we get Sydney Opera House, great. If we don't, it's not a problem. Then we're going to go for professional sports and the shopping mall, because that is just more tourism, regardless. But I feel like we've got to get rock bands started as soon as possible. Yeah. That's fine. We do have quite a few mountains around, so we can hopefully make good use of that, especially up here. Create me another landscape, thank you. Production in Aduatuca. What can we go for that's useful? Temple will give us a red X slot, but it's hardly useful. Ooh, Government Plaza. Let's have a look. 4 slots for any great work. That's pretty useful. 1 Governor tile. Royal Society, that gives us people against the ability to use all their charges to provide bonus production to district project. That's hardly that useful. Go for the Natural History Museum. It'll give us some extra slots to work with. That's important. Over here at Novia Dunham. Take a builder for 1 turn. And we have a few envoys to send, 2 of them. I think we've probably lost Brussels to Caesar. I wouldn't mind taking Fez, just to have an additional suzerain, or additional suzerainty of somewhere. So we'll do that. That should give us Fez, even though it's really not one that we need to focus on. We're making some good progress there. I'm just happy to take Fez away from someone else, to be honest. We need to get rock bands started ASAP. We've only got so much faith to work with as well. And we've met Macedonia, Alexander. Okay, I don't think he's going to be a huge problem.
Alexandros ho Makedonimi, Basileos και Παραώ, Χοαεσέτος στρατεγός τες Ελλάδος, Αρούα και Κουασπεριμού.
I don't think you're going to be a problem, sir, in comparison to some of the other people we've come across. I'll send you an embassy, and that's pretty much all you're getting, I'm afraid. Speaking of which, do you have any stuff I can... Oh, you've got quite a lot I can buy, actually. Writings. You've got a lot of religious works by Andrei Lubrev. Okay. Let me go to my great work slots. Religious problems. So we need some other portraits, sculptures, or religious works. Or landscapes. So Ratomakos is themed, so is Novia Dunham. In terms of resources, we have pretty naff control of everything, apart from possibly Mercury. So if I go to Novia, I think once I get that one back, then I can use that. I can maybe set up a Mercury business or product. So Novia Dunham, the Mercury. I might just get. I'm going to see if that builder will actually be able to build an actual product thing there, because that will help. At least is my hope. How are we doing here? We are probably okay to get into a normal age. I'm not sure beyond that, however. I still don't really understand how seaside resorts work. You're going to come down here and try and build me something useful. Ian of your dinner, what can we go for now? Just go for Theatre Square Festival. Just keep on working on that tourism as best we can. Over here in Ratumakos, could go for a coal power plant, but we are okay for coal, or okay for power, I should say. Could go for a neighbourhood, wouldn't be a bad idea. Get rid of the stone there, it's not really that important. You build me a mine there. I want to purchase a builder from here. Okay, next turn. You guys just keep kind of exploring. See what you find. It's another spaceport from the Netherlands. Plenty of them. Man, Broadway is so lit up just looking at it. Okay, so we have different governments. Presumably he is not communist, so he doesn't really like us very much. But that's fine. He hasn't got that much military strength. I'm not all too concerned. He's also quite far away, and he'd have to make it through the Netherlands and Rome to get to us, so I'm not too worried. We also have a lot of city-states on our side to hopefully deter anyone from coming in. Macedon has cleared land in Nazca for the Eiffel Tower. Okay. You just keep on building more mines, I suppose. That's not actually in our empire. Here in Summerbriva, you got probably do with some more housing. Well, the stock exchange would be useful. Now take the neighbourhood. Also a fairly useless tile. You can take this one here, that's fine. Over at Tavanna, you've got plenty of space for housing now. Just keep on going for industrial zone grants there. We're doing pretty well in terms of great musicians, which is excellent. Ooh, Nikola Tesla. So district's regional buildings provide +2 production. District's regional buildings reach 3 tiles further. That's nice. I'm not sure it's really R1, but look at that. 86 points for great engineers. The joys of oppidoms. Right, here. Please build me something useful. Why won't you build me a seaside resort? Is it because everything has to look a bit nicer? If we go to espionage, trade routes, city-states, world rankings... Must be a reason why I can't build them. Strange. I'll have to try and work that out for the next episode. You can't really do anything useful here. You can go over there and build something, but there's no way we can get there. So just come back out towards this other city. Just keep working on your oppidum. In fact, probably we don't need to. I'd actually rather you go for a theatre square. Just go there, that's not a problem. And you can't build an industry. We've already got an industry. We already have an industry here, but we can't set up a product just yet. I think we need to wait for our mercury to come back from being sold to someone else. So for now, just keep on building more things for me, please. I mean, look at these lovely yields by Semra Breather and the Pantanal. I think the Pantanal somewhat saved us this game. I think without it we would have been a lot further behind. I mean, I don't think we're going to win. But I think the Pantanal's very much helped us in this regard to actually stand a chance. Because, of course, they can't be worked, but it's okay. Over at Novia Dunham, it's got some housing now. Could get a canal down, but I don't really see the purpose of doing so. Go for a pike and shot, that's fine. Just get a little bit more military going. Because that would probably be good, and that would also help with our cultural generation as well, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing in the slightest. I'm still confused slightly about the Seaside Resort Civ 6. I've got to imagine that it can't be built on Tundra. Yes, that's correct. It can't be built on Tundra, that's annoyingly.
If it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by
And pretty much all my coastline is already sorted. Yes, the appeal down here is okay. There's okay appeal down here. Probably not enough appeal to actually create a... Does Novia Dunham have a preserve? It doesn't, no, but we need more population space. Gotcha. Let's put down a preserve tack here, because that gives bonus appeal to stuff around it, so we might be able to set up some level of tourism down here. That's very unfortunate that we can't build things on Tundra, or seaside resorts on Tundra. I was kind of really hoping that that would work in our favour. Right. Take the... take the stock exchange, I think. Or you could build an entertainment complex, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Take the stock exchange, that's fine. I think over here we can build some tourism stuff, because this is all green land here. See if we can steal Three Sisters playing chess. I doubt you'll be able to do it. Do we have any appeal by the coast that we haven't already built on? There's one there. Problem is we just have so much tundra everywhere. Which is just not working in our favour. Let's renew our friendship with Caesar. Just so we have friends everywhere, as best we can anyway. We might be able to destroy these 2 bits of area here and put down some seaside resorts, and that would be important. Very important indeed, I think. Because we really just need to whack up our culture and our tourism. Because at the moment Mansa Musa is leading considerably. Production over here in Aduatuca. Plenty of housing now. Could get a temple down. Just keep going on Theatre Square festivals now, I think. I think that might be one of the best things we can do until something else useful turns up. But just everyone go for Theatre Square festivals. But, of course, apart from Tavanna, who still has not got itself to 13 population. So take a crossbowman, that's fine. You can come here, and we'll get another governor title down. We will appoint Magnus to probably Novia Dunham. Oh, we haven't put Pingala back, have we? That's a mistake. Let's put Pingala back in Aduatuca. And we'll put Magnus in Novia Dunham, because that will just help with production due to the communism government type. Oh, that's annoying that I forgot Pingala in Aduatuca. Bugger. Been very helpful. Just keep on exploring. Just go on auto-explore, it's fine. I don't really need to look after you anymore. I suppose we can just build a bunch of woods here. In these national parks, it makes it slightly less terrible. If I was to clear this farm, next time we might be able to get a seaside resort down there, and then outside Nemrut. Or the Nemrut volcano, I should say. Doesn't mean that cities can grow very slowly, but I don't particularly care. No, I'm not doing that deal, sorry. I need to save what little diplomatic favour I have to deal with John Curtin. Because at this point, John Curtin is still 6 points away, but that's fine. Greece is denouncing me, I don't really care. At this stage in the game, they have some military, but we would be able to use our city-states in a positive manner to be able to deal with them. This is what I like about Civ 6. I've got, a couple of 100 hours in Civ 6 now, and I'm still learning. I'm still trying to understand things better. Right, Samurai Breather. Could get a dam down, but we haven't really had much flooding. You do also have a holy site down as well, so that's not a problem. Could take an entertainment complex somewhere. Somewhere kind of useless, so we'll say there. In Novia Dunham, we will go for a Theatre Square Festival. Here you can build a lumber mill. Really? Can you not build? Surely the appeal here is okay. Oh, it's not breathtaking, I see. Ugh, goodness me. So, I need you to build a mine here, that's fine, and then we're going to have to go destroy the other side where there is actually enough kind of appeal to build what we need. Well, Congress is about to meet. Speaking of which, how are we doing here? Oh, we're in second place because of all of our Theatre Square festivals. That's not actually too bad in the slightest, and thankfully John Curtin is way out of contention because he's really the only one getting a chance at diplomatic victory, really. You want me to sell you a bunch of stuff? No, no thank you. I want to keep all my great works if entirely possible. Indonesia's settled Lampung. It's quite remarkable given how late in the game we are. They must have found somewhere to put it. I say we're late in the game, we're only at 210, 231, but it feels like people are quite rapidly moving towards the conclusion. So we'll have to see. We will get Cold War this time, which is good. Pericles is ravaged by a natural disaster. We're going to join that to hopefully stop John Curtin. I'm guessing he will join it, unknowingly. I'd rather he didn't, to be honest. So we're in the atomic era for culture, which is good.
It is burning with a deadly heat.
So none of those kind of policy cards are that useful for me. However, the rock bands very much will be useful. And John Curtin is here with the Pericles target, unfortunately. Now, do we go for stuff like Space Race to stop so we get music censorship? Wouldn't be a bad thing at all. Or we can go for satellite broadcast to get additional tourism, great works of music. Or we can go for ski resorts. Let's initially go for... How many great works of music do we have? Honestly, not that many. So at the moment we will go for professional sports. That's fine. We can claim... Who are we claiming? We're claiming Tchaikovsky. Wonderful. Let's recruit you. I just said we didn't have any... we didn't have lots of music, and here we are getting music. That's not a problem. See if we can go grab those pearls. Tavanna has finally got 13 people, so we can get a theatre square down. It's going to have to go down here, that's fine. Tchaikovsky, that's sometimes hard to say. Let's have a listen to either Romeo and Juliet Fantasy or Dance the Little Swans. Wonderful. And the next turn he can do Dance the Little Swans. This crossbowman can just go on alert. Right, you need to come over here. You're going to have to destroy this mine and then hopefully put up a seaside resort there. Which is a little bit silly, but that's fine. We've dropped down to third place by Mensa Musa. I actually wouldn't mind the extra diplomatic favour. And we've lost the sovereignty of Mogadishu. Who's taken Mogadishu off us? No one, but we can get Mogadishu back. That's probably not a problem. And that's us into Dance the Little Swans. I do love the little bits of music. We'll need to get Mogadishu back at some point, but that's not really a priority at the moment, I would imagine. Take that faith there. And over in Samabriva, I want rock bands 600, thank you. we're just gonna get rock bands wherever we can. We need to start the rock band conversion of everyone. We'll start with Rome because they're next door. But we do not have a lot of faith to work with. So 5 rock bands. We have to look after them pretty carefully. You build a zoo. And then here at Novia Dunham, you could get a holy site down, but we don't have the population to do so. Could get a neighbourhood down, but again, not particularly useful. Just go for a Theatre Square Festival. Just keep on whacking up our culture as best possible. Here we'll build a... There's plenty of housings, that's not an issue. Just go for Theatre Square Festivals as well. Bibrax, however, we can probably do something a little bit more useful. Build an amphitheatre. Give us some more spots to work with. Destroy this improvement, please. Please tell me the appeal is still good here. It is. We might be able to get at least one seaside resort town next turn. And then we're going to start rock banding Rome. You can get the fishing boats down here. We can get industry with pearls down, but I'm not sure where we can actually make that work. Who has the pearls? Oh, so we've only got it in Novia Dunham and in our city-state of Fez, I see. So we're not going to be able to build it in Novia Dunham, sadly. You want to give me 4 seasons? I don't want to pay that much. I don't want to pay the diplomatic favour. There we go. It's additional culture and tourism. I'm going to say no. We're doing okay in terms of money, but we're saving it possibly to deal with the Ada quest here. So, even though I don't really want to give money out to Pericles, we may need to. I mean, look at us, we're doing so well in terms of cultural return. We're really putting away with it. Right. Rock bands, we're going to need to get you all promoted. I'm happy just to randomise the name. Right. So I think I'll probably go for arena. We'll go for album cover art because I think there'll be some ones around in Rome. They were certainly producing a lot of them. You guys can also go for wonders. That's not a problem. You guys here at Tavanna. You can go for theatre squares, performance 2 levels, because I know that some guys will have theatre squares everywhere. Glam rock as well. You go for space rock, because you're all sciencey. And we'll get you all moving next turn. You guys just keep working on your theatre square festivals. Zoo, does that give us any tourism? No, but give us bonus amenities. That's not really what I want, to be honest. Summer Breather, just keep on pumping out the theatre square festivals. Why can you not build a seaside resort? God damn it. Oh well. Right, we will end the turn. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, Mansamush is starting to run away with this a little bit. But if we can get Caesar on side, I'm guessing that would be a good start. With our rock bands, I think we have to do that, but we have such slow faith production.
يأخذ الله منكم تلك المكافأة. عودوا إلى طريق الصواب.
Okay. I'm hoping... Oh, we're actually in first place for that. That's good. You guys just come back on land. Build a mine there. No, I'm not... Okay, you built a farm. That's not quite what I wanted. We will send a trader over to Amsterdam just so Wilhelmina likes us a bit more. Right, Speedy Rabbit, you want a wonder tile. That's a wonder up there, the Taj Mahal. You can go up there. You guys are spaceports and campuses. That's the campus over there, I believe. Yep, so you go over there. What we're going to do, we're going to get all our rock bands ready to go. You are Theatre Square, so you can come down there. You are Wonders, so you can head up towards Kotoku Inn. Have all our rock bands moved? I think they have. Keep going with the Theatre Square things. We just need to really ramp up our culture. I mean, 529 culture, look at that, we're so far ahead of anyone else in terms of cultural production. Can we get back in time? Can we win this in time? I just don't know. I'm worried by the science runs here from Wilhelmina and Pachacuti. We're in third place, or joint second actually, with Pachacuti. Mansa Musa is proving troublesome. But I'm hoping with our rock band's next part we'll be able to really push things forward. Also with the addition of ski resorts, we've got plenty of mountains, especially around Atatuka, so hopefully we can use that effectively. But I think we'll leave things there. Thank you so much for watching. More to come soon indeed. For now, take care. Bye bye.